support.
The maestro, please!
Things starting to finally pick up for spring. This will be for the week of
April 12th. 2025.
On this day in music back in 1961, Bob Dylan would have his first official live gig in New York City at Gaird's Folk City. He would be the opening act for John Lee Hooker. Note that he had performed a bunch before this, but this is arguably his first quote-unquote official performance with him on the billing and everything. Despite it finally being a good week for spring, that unfortunately still means no new classical stuff.
Don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
Ditto for jazz, but there was a new album that popped up at number 6. Maybe it can pop up one more spot?
Singing.
I love rock and roll.
RUSHMERE, restless hearts in the end.
Album number 5 from Mumford & Sons, and their first since banjoist and guitarist Winston Marshall left the group back in 2021. Regardless, they took the opportunity to go back to their roots, cause RUSHMERE was the name of the bar that the original members of Mumford & Sons originally first met in and became friends. Fourth studio album from Lucy Dacus, and actually her major label debut under Geffen. Originally, all of her previous material in terms of her solo work was released under Matador.
He said something in public, I got in his DM and made him apologize. I can't tell you what I had told him for real, my shit be monetized. Lil' bro.
Ninth studio album from Lil Durk, 10th if you count the Little Baby collab, a follow-up to his Almost Healed and Nightmares in the Trenches, both released back in 2023. This was originally supposed to come out in October, but you know, he had some criminal charges to deal with. Surprise drop from Skirllex, his 4th studio album and allegedly his last on Atlantic Records. Now this is released as a proper DJ set as in a continuous mix, so you're supposed to listen to the whole thing front to back, which makes sense considering it's 34 tracks, but only 46 minutes. My favorite part about this though is that graffiti you see and the name of the album, that's actual real graffiti. They don't know who did that. They just found that on Skrillex's building one day.
And now I need some help from the maestro, please!
Is it Stacy? Is it Becky? Is it Keisha? Is it Abby?
I do believe that lawsuit between Drake and UMG is still ongoing regarding the Not Like Us popularity.
If it was up to me, I wouldn't get it. Nobody's no sympathy. I'll take away the pain.
So the GNX, as in the Grand National Experimental, the 1987 Buick vehicle, that was already hard to find because it was a limited production done by Buick in partnership with McLaren. But now I imagine it's even harder to find. And if you can find it, I imagine it's even more of a fortune than it was originally.
He said something in public, I got in his DM and made him apologize. I can't tell you what I had told him for real, my shit be monetized. Lil' bro.
Fun fact, allegedly this was supposed to originally be Love Songs for the Streets 3, but obviously it's now not, because it's now called Deep Thoughts.
My side, it come with a ring. The Wraith came with the chauffeur ready to take me.
I am the music!
So obviously I keep mentioning the confusion with the title of this, referring to the Lil Wayne compilation album, I Am Music, but it's funny, because on Back Door, there's actually a sample of Red Rum, which is a Lil Wayne song.
Stuck in the twilight zone. Is this a black and white scene?
Taking a note from SZA, a deluxe reissue of Eternal Sunshine, simply called Brighter Days Ahead. Now, unlike Lana and SOS, this doesn't have just an additional full album on it. The digital version of this only adds 6 additional songs. But if you do get the physical edition, you do get 9 additional tracks, given those additional 3 are all remixes. See, now the real question is, now that spring has picked up a little bit, can it give us even more, especially, you know, in the classical and jazz realm?
And now I need some help from the maestro, please! Maestro!